Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Media TrueNerd, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2, where you join us in interesting times. You know, I really like the Eye of the Vortex campaign. I've really come to enjoy what they've done, and I think it's a really interesting way to do a campaign, because it's created a lot of different priorities pulling me in a lot of different directions. Like, I can't just say, you know what, I want to expand in this direction, so I'm gonna send my armies in this direction. That just doesn't really work anymore. Instead, I've got invasion coming from the south. I've got these flipping elves who've just shown up with flipping dragons, so we need to fight our first dragons today. There's chaos coming from the south as well as from the flipping north, because I kind of tore a hole in the universe and all of that. There's a lizard intervention army attacking my capital, but quite frankly, tearing those guys apart is just going to be quite funny, because it's not a particularly good army, and I've got a full stack army together with a really good garrison, so those guys, it's just going to be entertaining to smash them apart. And I'd like to expand north in order to get hold of more ritual resource, but I'd like to expand over here as well to get more pastures. And by the way, I'd also like to expand over in this direction to the Southlands, because the Southlands happens to have even more flipping ritual resource. There's one there. In fact, actually, there's two really close by to each other right here that none of the other main factions are going for. That might be kind of fun to go and take, together with, actually, yeah, pastures over here as well. At some point, I might send an army over to the Southlands purely for the sake of basically securing just nothing but 2 ritual resource sites. Actually, there's some gold here as well. Ooh, gold. Some nice gold, some nice pastures. Yeah, okay. This could be a nice little starting point, yeah. But, starting priority, I think it's time for us to get some revenge on the bloody lizards, because the lizards have been bugging me a lot because they just won't die. But on this occasion, they've sent a not great army south to meet me. You see, we've got here spear infantry, but only 66 odd armor with no actual shields. Some of these guys have got shields, but they've only got 30 armor, and oh dear. Oh flipping dear. Then the rest of it's basically just varieties of skirmishing troops. Oh no, I mean, one Carnosaur, due respect, they've sent a Carnosaur. You know what? I think Arkling can flipping handle this. So, Arkling, with not exactly the best army we've got in the game, but still a pretty darn good one going along here, supported by one hell of a garrison with a load of, oh blimey, with four Storm Vermin Halberts, led by Boilrin the Insane. Right, I like Boilrin the Insane, that's a damn good name. Plus, some additional Poisoned Wind Globadiers, which is good, because, yeah, actually, Poisoned Wind Globadiers is the one thing this army doesn't have, and what I might change, actually. I kind of feel like it might be time to retire Slingers full stop. Like, it's nice to have range 140, but, like, literally gutter runner Slingers with poison are only doing 23 missile damage plus poison. It's not great. I feel like possibly we need to just do nothing but Death Wind and Poisoned Wind kind of Globadiers at this point. Sorry, Death Globe and Poison Wind, I think it is actually. I think that's right. Yeah, it might be time for the Age of Slingers to come to an end full stop. Still, let's murder these stupid bastards. Right, looks like we've got a bit of a snowy day going on here. Lovely. And 23. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I think we'll just start deployment right there. Now, conveniently, my reinforcements coming up right over here into the forest. So that's good. But downside, these guys are going to have the high ground. Not much of a high ground, but they will have some high... Actually, the high ground kind of sits in the middle of no man's land, which is kind of potentially of interest, isn't it? Unless I start actually way over here. I could actually put my, I could put my Gutter Runner Slingers up here, just start slinging out of these guys. One thing people have flagged to me is, of course, Gutter Runner Slingers are pretty fast. With speed of 60, they can basically get in, pelt, and then get back out again. That might be the most useful thing to do with them right now. Right, let's just fall back here, because I've got the artillery and they don't. And don't forget, my favourite hero in all the world, Alchemisbarg, does have his Doom Rocket ready to go. So that seems kind of fun. 200 meters, right. Yeah, we'll definitely be using that. Now, there's an excellent chance that the Carnosaur will just be coming straight down the middle. So I've got some Warp Lightning Cannon, so that'll work really nicely against a Carnosaur. Marvellous. Yeah, you know what? This might be fun. I'm going to deploy my Gutter Runner Slingers out here and just see if maybe we can actually sling out of the forest, do a little bit of damage, just start harassing them. Because one thing we know that's good here is, yeah, these guys right here, they have got absolutely no cavalry, aside from the Carnosaur, kind of. But even then, that's not that fast. And they've also got no actual ranged units, aside from short-range stuff. So actually, for once, actually deploying Vanguard into the forest is not a bad idea. So yeah, we can potentially get over here, and you guys can do a potentially very useful little job here. So more like over this sort of area. Start the battle, and then have you guys basically move over here to get a better shot, nice and quick. And over behind me, new stuff should be coming in. 6 charges of Menace Below coming in, and Warp Bomb. Now, I should actually be combining those things together, because that's just kind of hilarious. Now, are you guys ready to go yet? You still hidden? Yeah, they're still hidden for the time being. They're just technically inside the forest. So these guys are going to, yeah, just anytime you're ready, you should be able to... Hang on, have you got a shot at these guys? There we are, more stuff coming in. Everything to the side of there. Ah, these guys are now basically starting to pelt, which is fine. They'll be able to do an excellent job just basically clearing out these skink cohorts probably anyway. We've got... Right, lots of firepower coming in there. Beautiful. So you guys basically just, yeah, stay on skirmish mode, but equally you're probably just going to get stuck into a straight up melee. Right, 2 of you go down over here. Back off, keep pelting over there. Fine, that buys us a little bit of time. And then this goes over here. Lovely. Right, now, time for some fun, because this does seem fun. So what I'm going to do is I'm basically just going to call up a unit of Plague Rats right here. Okay, and as soon as they exist, if we can I make these guys explode? Because I think hopefully we should be able to. Hit points greater than adds that need to be under 50. So unfortunately they'll break before they get under 50. Unless of course I'm allowed to just do it anyway. Am I just allowed to do it anyway as soon as they get weak enough? I don't know. Let's find out. And come on. As soon as we're allowed to. Oh, no, they've ceased to exist. So that's a bit of a difficult trick to do. Because, yeah, you need to be still presumably active, right? You need to be greater than 50. Actually, it says you can do it on fleeing stuff, but they just kind of disappeared too quickly. But that's fine. It still works as a decent stalling tactic. Now, speaking of which, where's the flipping Carnosaur? Where's that Carnosaur? Because we need to get the Carnosaur involved here. Are you in range for that? Yes. Yes, you are. So you just focus your firepower over there. Now let's check on the reinforcements down this side of the battlefield. Because you guys are now just stuck in a forest, which isn't particularly helpful. In fact, these reinforcements will make a nice new line of indirect fire right at the front here. Especially if supported by some additional catapults coming in. We'll just have you guys moving over there. It won't take you too long to get to position. That'll do just fine. How are you guys doing over here, by the way? You guys are just backing off around this direction, just continuing to skirmish against all of these lads. Lovely. So basically just, yeah, pelting where you can, just doing some damage to this here skink cohort. You've just drawn off a little bit of that damage. You're just basically screwing with them a little bit. In comes a whole bunch of fire. Speaking of which, the guys that are firing, you guys, you should probably be focusing, if you're not already, down over here. Yeah, nice and at the back into the middle of all of the clusters. So just go for all of that right there. And there's also just some skink cohorts doing pretty nicely. Yeah, okay. That should probably work pretty well. We can probably just afford to just pelt in right now. Oh, in comes the Warp Lightning Fire. And that is just slowly wearing down this guy. Beautiful. Because that Carnosaur's the only thing that I think is actually particularly dangerous. And in comes the fire. Oh, that's good. Oh, I love these things. They're so beautiful. They just are so flipping beautiful. Right, and in comes a whole bunch of fire over here. What's coming in there? Skink cohort javelins, you say? Well, I'm not too worried by them. To be perfectly honest, these guys are all getting into their positions right now. They can just start doing some good work. Okay, now, time to check on... those guys have just scattered and have just drawn off a bit of the enemy. So honestly, I don't feel like they've done great work there. Skink cohort's doing some nice stuff there. Gutter runners will probably just start attacking momentarily. So those guys just start getting in some damage. In comes some more damage. Beautiful. Now, what else have we got? We do have over here. Let's just start getting the warp fire throwers into position there. Beautiful, beautiful, and beautiful. And in comes the Carnosaur. One of you is already pretty much breaking. If I can just get the Warpfire throw around the outside, that's fine. I've got a whole bunch of additional, some nice Storm Vermin Halberds around the side, ready to come in and take care of you. So that's absolutely flipping beautiful. How are you guys doing, by the way? You guys ready to start firing? You guys are probably in a good enough position to start firing. So you guys start firing, and everything else, you may as well just start firing over there, and over here, and all sorts of good stuff. Lovely. Ogres, get over in this direction. Start getting ready to help out. And everyone else just basically fall back and get ready to help wherever you flipping can. There's going to be a little bit of melee in the front here, but should be able to handle it. That reminds me, by the way, you should have totally have been using your abilities earlier than this, but never mind. Scorch, Cracked Call. There we go. This seems like an excellent sort of position for that. And by the way, let's just keep these guys a little bit busy for the time being. So we'll just keep you held right there. That's some damage. That's some damage, and hang on. Might be able to get that done right there. That is under 50%, right? No, I think I just missed my chance there because those guys are wavering, which weirdly seems to mean I can't do it. I would have thought I could, but the game is sort of suggesting hit points. Hit points still greater than 50%, that's why. Okay, fine, no matter. It'll just buy some time here. Got a nice cluster of enemies right here as well. Who's actually got some lightning ready to drop? You presumably will. Yeah, you've got some lightning ready to drop. Drop the lightning right there, please. And that will do very nicely. Oh, I think you're just shooting your own guys there. Warp lightning cannon. I feel like you're not helping too much. Maybe change your target just for a little bit there. Just change your target for a little bit. Lovely. Where are the warp fire throws? The warp fire throwers need to get out of here and start shooting into these guys, because the warp fire throwers are kind of hilarious. Oof! That just got sent flying. Okay, beautiful. And now, start firing. I know you're kind of shooting some of your guys in the back, but the guys you're shooting in the back have got armor. So in comes the warp fire, and it's gonna utterly tear everything apart, because that's just its job. Beautiful. Change the target over to here. These guys are going to start falling apart in no time at all. That's Storm Vermin on the front line. They can handle all of this. We've got ourselves... You've just got around the back somehow or other. Where are the flipping ogres? Well, there's some ogres. Guys, you may as well just get involved, quite frankly. So just get round over here. You get over here. Slam into Saurus Spears. Lots of stuff is just going primarily ragey at the minute. That's okay. You guys get over here and just start going for these guys. That's already completely breaking apart. Poison Wind lads, just head over there. Anyone who's got any ability to provide supporting fire, go and do it over to that side. Just take out the guys who are still actually firing on us. There's a bunch of guys just running around over this side of the map who I'm just skirmishing against with the gutter running. So I feel like haven't really contributed much, to be honest. In comes Poison Globes together with other forms of supporting fire. They should presumably be shattered pretty quickly. Oh yeah, those grenades. Those grenades doing beautiful, beautiful work there. Right. That is the army pretty much cleared out, I'd say. With the exception of... Hang on, just a whole bunch of stuff going on there. Yeah, shattered, shattered, shattered. So the only exception is a bunch of guys over here. There we go, fine. So they finally gave up. Yeah, I felt like I wasn't desperately impressed. Like, these guys technically took a few units out of the battle, but I needed to basically sacrifice a spot on my army for Gutter Runner Slingers, whose only real contribution was to chase off 4 units. So, really, I was just sacrificing a unit to get a unit out of the battlefield, but those units I was fielding were probably more expensive. The Gutter Runner Slingers are not unexpensive units, so I just feel like that's not working for me, potentially. Maybe if they'd been traditional Gutter Runners, and thus could have actually retreated towards my line, it might have worked a bit better. And just finish off any of the units that are still pretty strong as far as we can, just for the sake of making sure they don't come back later. If they do come back, they won't be that good at it. Right, nice decisive victory. Any light casualties we take should be nice and easy to heal off. Yeah, Arklings lost 128 guys, that's fine. These guys have technically still got 1,000, but literally their only job is to take these cities. So I guess they're just going to try and do it again next turn. Plus, actually, I needed the food. We were actually getting close by to, yeah, we were at 80%, we're now up to 87, and we are losing food on a normal turn. So until we get some more pastures or we find something else to put into exploitative planning, we do need to be fighting for food right now. But that's fine, we've got a few big fights to do, should be under control for the time being. Now, as for these guys, by the way, could get myself healed up immediately, but honestly, I feel like I'll heal up really fast anyway. May as well take... Yeah, I'll just take 2 food and a little bit of extra leadership in case we need to fight them again, because I suspect we will. Right, so those guys naff off a little bit, but not far. In fact, speaking of which, we probably need to pursue, because they're going to go for... Okay, in their current form, they cannot make it to Subotan, which is good. Actually, Subotan's got walls anyway, and Subotan, actually, with its current garrison, could probably see them off just, I'd say, in their current form. Yep, there we are. We've also got an obsidian trinket, kind of useless. I just don't feel like magic resistance is worth it. Now, big piles of money. But here's the big, more interesting one. My new untested lad, only level 2 down here, Scalpite. I need you to take out a couple of dragons. It's a small force, and we need to move in now, because otherwise they'll start building a garrison. You've got Storm Vermin Halberds. You've got yourself a Warlock Engineer, albeit one with no real abilities yet. You've got Death Runners, who have got the Weeping Blade, so that can reduce the armour, and then potentially backed up with a little bit of supporting attacks. Yeah, okay. That's... Oh. Just realised, Rat Ogres have armour piercing. That's automatic. So as a result, yeah, actually, I think in one of my armies I've given armor-piercing banners to Rat Ogres. That was completely pointless. Right, we need to get in here and finish off these guys and chase them out of the Citadel of Dusk. Well, the game certainly seems to think I have the advantage here, and I have no food right now, but they have an Eagle Claw Bolt Thrower. Okay, I'm just going to give myself 2 charges, and then we'll get that back through eating these guys. Once the dragons are down, dragons presumably make good eating. Got to watch out as well, their leader is a proper prince and also a sword specialist, I just saw there for a second. So as a result, in a straight up fight between him and Scalpite, I'm not sure who wins. So don't send Scalpite in there alone. He will need a little bit of support. This will do though, nice flat battlefield. I've got the artillery advantage, so that works for me. And yeah, I've got my Death Globe Bombardiers, but to be honest, Death Globes are, yeah, they're anti-infantry. Though they are still armor-piercing, so they will still do something pretty good to dragons, for example. It's not perfect, but it'll do. Right, slightly unusual layout here. I've decided to put my Storm Vermin, 2 of them out on each of the wings, and 2 right in the flipping middle. So wherever the dragon goes will be alright. They're supported by Death Runners right here. So Death Runners can basically just get in there and use their Weeping Blade to chop down the armour of the big tough lads. Then we got more Halberd to the side, and then the Plague Monks just acting in a support role. And here we go, our first little look at the Death Globe Bombardiers around here. Ooh, I like their lovely creepy purple masks. And they've got, yeah, they've got good armour on them. 100 armour. 100 armour, but not much in the way of health. Purely because, yeah, there's only 36 of them. But that means each individual one's actually got quite a bit of hit points. They're not bad. They'll do a damn good, decent job here. And then just use my ogres as cavalry. And then stay at the back. Should all be fine. And they'll probably come at me just because I've got the range. Yeah, as expected. And there we go. We got flipping 4 monsters to take down here. Luckily, I do indeed have, yeah, the advantage of a handful of halberds. Good quality, solid, meaty halberds. But bloody hell. Oh, I'm not looking forward to this. Sun dragons are bloody tough, and moon dragons even worse. Now, let's see if we can just very quickly, before this even gets started, get the bolt throwers down. So you guys, just get on top of here. There we go. Just, I know you're going to be burnt to a crisp, but if you can, just basically get these guys down at the same time. Okay? And no, they've decided they're naffing off, unfortunately. Yeah, I think there's been a bit of a little patch, by the way, to change the behaviour of these guys. They no longer are willing to basically just stand and fight forever, even if that's supposed to be broken. Now they do actually properly flee. But the Eagle Claw Bolt Thrower appears to be in pursuit, which is fascinating and really bloody useful. You guys are going out to the sides, as are you. Looks like we're getting some light taps in with my actual... Yeah, there we go. So my artillery is just driving back their infantry, which works for me. So you guys just head over there. That's... You just a Sea Guard. That's a Sea Guard. That's Swordmasters. Right. Prioritise the Swordmasters and whatever. Multiple units are heading over in this direction. So I'm going to redeploy one of my Storm Vermin over here and bring the Ogres in a little bit. I want a double Storm Vermin on this side. And nothing seems to be coming over there, so let's just actually bring this Storm Vermin over in this direction. I just want 2 Storm Vermins ready to go, because they're blatantly trying to flank me right now. So, you and you being drawn up along here works for me. Now, we're utterly tearing apart their actual infantry right now. And we've got more supporting fire coming in momentarily. That's poison right there. So these guys are going to start taking some good old poison damage there. Beautiful. It's not much, to be honest, but it'll flipping do. Now, what's going on with the app? You guys are coming in. Problem is, I see no particular way of actually bringing you guys down to the ground. So probably at this point, what I want to do is take you guys, take you off skirmish mode, and just bring you over here just to basically have a shot at the dragons when that becomes relevant. Because something's going to come and attack. Right, they're just kind of basically dropping the bombs on me. Ah, lovely. We got ourselves 1 flipping Phoenix down the ground right there. Storm Vermin Halberd, just get on top of him. That is exactly the right position for you. In fact, actually, we've got 2 of you because one of you is trying to move over. So they'll tear him apart pretty bloody quickly. The dragon is being pelted by the Death Globe lads. That's absolutely fine. And then we also just need, one of the catapults just focusing on the back here. Take out the Sea Guards. The other guys, I think at this point, are pretty screwed. Are you coming down, by the way? Not yet, you're not. Focus over on that guy. I suspect that dragon's coming in. Ah, you guys need to not run in that direction. Need to run in this direction. But if you're coming down right now, then this works for me. Right. Get some Death Runners and some Halberds on him. You guys, where's the other one? There's the you. Right, okay. Now, the dragon is going to be causing me a little bit of trouble right here. And now these lads over here are just going to keep basically tossing these things. These are armor piercing. Focus on the nastiest of dragons. This dragon's actually losing health pretty quickly, because actually we don't have halberds over here. We've got weeping blades. So I need one of you get over here and support over that side. Okay, one of you get over there and support on that side. That dragon is actually going down at a pretty decent rate. You guys over there, get in there and help out. You guys, support over here and just basically start bombarding him as soon as you flipping can. There's also, there's the prince. Right. You just basically get on top of there and just deal with him as far as you can. Dragon being chased off. Dragon being chased off there. Get on top of these guys as far as you can. You lot, he's landing. Get on top of him, please. You guys just basically stand and fight for the time being. You guys, hang on. Let's just pause and figure out what's going on over here. Is there anything left over there? No, not yet. The dragon's now behind over here. But the dragon is broken. Good. The dragon's naffing off for the time being. I need... Scalpite needs to not be where he is right now, to be honest. We got... Okay, how much health do you have? 80 armor, 4,000 health. Okay, you... Get back over there. Help out with that. You, meanwhile, get over here. Help with these guys. Just get on top of them and just keep pelting. And you lot, just all of you... Support here, please. Lovely. So that moon dragon shouldn't be around for too much longer at this point. We got, he's a good unit, but we've got a lot of stuff that hits pretty hard, just basically smashing our way into him. Oh yeah, he's losing morale really fast at this point. You guys have been blocked by Sword Masters of Hoeth, but they've basically lost their strength right now. And of course, this is actually me moving into a city, so if I can just get them to break, job's done. And these guys just mysteriously decided never to rejoin the battle, which is good. So we got one dragon now back up in the air. That thing's now got back up as well. What are the gutter runners? They should still be around. You are wavering, but not quite ready to go yet. Ooh! Scalpite got flipping chased off. He's terrified right now. Okay, Scalpite, where are you? You're just naffing off somewhere, are you? Well, that's just flipping not convenient. You, get over there and just start pelting that thing. Right, I think Scalpite basically just got completely... Oh, yeah. Scalpite, as it turns out, has just been completely flipping slammed into the ground by the prince and possibly a dragon too. Right, everyone just basically get over and do what you can here. Hopefully he won't last too much longer at this point because, yeah, everything's starting to fall apart. So these guys will break pretty quickly. These guys are annoyingly taking out all my guys. Are you safe, by the way? Yeah, you're just running for it. That's fine. You're not going to be in trouble any longer. You guys, Plague Claw Catapult. These guys are now just basically doing really annoying damage to my lads. Just keep chasing him down. Soon as he basically starts flipping flea. Get some more stuff over here. Storm Vermin Halberds now got over here. They're now on top of this thing, so he's not going to last too much longer. Unless he decides to basically just start flying off, which he probably annoyingly will. Right, everything's now pretty much working on the actual Sun Dragon. He is wavering and taking a lot of damage over here. You've decided to flipping naff off again, because of course you flipping have. And, oh, blimey, he's using his breath attack, which is very powerful. Right, you guys, just basically try and shoot down him if you can. Yeah, you guys just basically get out of there, and everyone else, okay, you're shattered. He's shattered. You should be shattered momentarily. That should be done. Okay. Bloody dragons, eh? Right, okay. They just won't die. That did a lot of damage to me, but I don't think I've actually lost a full unit, so I'm okay with that. I mean, we did lose like twice as much as him. But, okay, whatever. And I'm guessing Scalpite's not going to be thrown, because, yeah, Scalpite did run off. I think he just got slammed by a dragon at some point. We've got more food coming in, albeit not even enough to pay for the flipping menace below there, unfortunately. Ooh, lots of money, though. Lots of money for capturing a princess and dragons and whatever. And he does indeed level up from that. Marvellous. Though, hopefully he won't pick up a negative trait from having run away. Right, and we know what we want to do here. We want to basically just move in and retake the settlement, because I don't want these guys around here, and I don't want it burnt to the ground. So, loot and occupy, that's fine. He's been killed in battle. You've picked up the, ooh, Sword of Swift Slaying. That's actually pretty good. You are 10 out of 10 right now. What's your current weapon, though? Because we can probably give you some upgrades. No. There. Ogre Blade. Weapon strength up 8. Or charge bonus and melee attack up. No, I'll leave you with the Ogre Blade. That seems a bit better, actually. And as for retinue, only thing I can give you is Reptile Thing Sacrifice. Go on, then. Have a Reptile Thing Sacrifice. Why not? Right, now, repair the port for more money. And get this thing into production to get this place back up to level 2 as quickly as possible. Elven colonies are nice to have. Right. So you're there. Your army's still fine, but it's going to take a couple of turns to actually, you know, level up. You're up to level 3 at this point, so may as well give you, yeah, weapon strength plus 4% and a bit of melee attack. You need to be getting in the front line, so go on then. I'll give you that just to open up this whole area. I feel like this, by the way, is like the best combo I've been thinking about it in terms of like things to have on your front line. I feel like a Warlord plus an actual Warlock Engineer is a really good combination. Because the Warlock Engineers, they're just so damn good. That's not who I wanted to see, thank you very much. You're better. Because, yeah, the Warlock Engineers, they can effectively function as assassins because they've got wound. Okay, they can't assassinate, but then assassins don't assassinate most of the time. They just wound unless they get a critical success. Plus, he gets basically, I think, 100% of the... Okay, not 100% of the spells, but he gets most of the good spells that a flipping actual Ruin Seer would do. And then he gets the amazing things pertaining to artillery, which is the Skaven strong point anyway. So, he's just so good. You get so many flipping useful spells and abilities and bonuses of flipping Warlock Engineer. I think they are actually now my favourite hero in the entirety of both Warhammer games. They're amazing. And one thing I should do, I'm going to upgrade my Pestilent Knave into a Plague Abbey. It is going to increase Skaven corruption in adjacent provinces, but I think it's worth it because Plague Monks, Censer Bearers, I'm going to want them around in Skrolk's army, because Skrolk gets a massive reduction in their upkeep, so I want a few of them for Skrolk's new upgraded army. Plus, you know what, they're damage dealers, they're armor piercing. Other than that, yes, Skrolk struggles with armor piercing, so screw it, we'll get that in production too. So, 2 big things done there, but a couple of other big questions here, which is, what do we want Skrolk to do? Skrolk technically, well, you know what, he's fine to start moving. He'll heal up on the move anyway, especially when he joins back up with his assassin. Does Skrolk need to stay at the Chamber of Visions? Like, we've seen one intervention army already show up here. Skrolk, probably the best thing he needs to do is actually head back to Oixel as soon as possible in order to actually do some retraining of his own. Because right now his army is, it's not up to scratch at all. So can I put him straight into, yeah, I should put him into Underway. If I merge you, does that work against you going into the Underway? Hang on, I'll drop a save just in case it does. So embed him if we can, but does that burn his movement points, meaning he can no longer go into Underway? No. He can go into underway. Even though he doesn't have all his movement points, he hasn't moved. So we're going to move him into underway, and we're going to move Skrulk back towards Oixel for some retraining, because he needs that. So if he can just step inside Subatan, that will be 100% fine. He should be able to get there inside a couple of moves, so that'll be okay. Because we now know where Chaos is coming from, and presumably towards, which is we know it's coming from down here, and we've got Scalpipe ready to take care of that. We've got the lizards right here, and then we've got, well, this is the bigger problem. We got you lads up here, probably about to burn Chaka to the ground. But that's fine, because we have, well, we have one hell of a scruffy army right here. Abskit has taken a lot of casualties to take it, so that was one hell of a battle. That was a great battle, but it was one hell of a battle. What are we going to do with flipping Itza? And more specifically, what are we going to do with your army? Because I feel like we can, well, actually, global recruitment times are down right now, and recruitment cost is cheaper at the minute. If there was one moment to recruit an army from far away, this is it. We need more than what we've got, but it's going to take time to get it in play. Quite a bit of time. I need stuff that can be trained quickly. I need an effective army. Okay, hang on. These guys are coming into range. What do we know about them? Chaos Warriors, Halberds, plenty of flipping armor, plenty of health. Okay, but these guys, barely any armor, but with some shields. Chariot, armored, anti-infantry. Yeah, it's a weird blend of no armor whatsoever and flipping tons of armor. So for the no armor whatsoever, plenty of just straight up indirect fire would work, because lots of these guys don't have much in the way of health or armor. But then we just need a little bit of anti-armor stuff to break through the Chaos Warriors themselves. Any chance we can see what you've got, by the way? No. Probably about the same, but we can't really see exactly. Okay, we need to get something new being trained here. Or we could say screw that and basically have a bit of a switch around where Arkling basically starts running north as soon as possible, which he probably should do as soon as he's healed for one more turn and then gone and smashed these guys. Actually, you can almost certainly make it to these guys this turn, and possibly back to Oixel afterwards. Yeah, screw it, let's finish off the Lizard Army. And if you can, we'll actually auto-resolve it, because, yep, enemy failed to spot. Oh, it's so overwhelmingly likely. I'm going to auto-resolve just to basically wipe them out. Auto-resolve will basically lead to them... Ooh! Okay, some of them might survive. Get a ton of food for that. Delicious, delicious lizards. Marvellous. So, up to 91% there. And then, I'll eat them to get my health back. Okay, that's fine. You're level 17, and they have ceased to exist. Fine. That faction has been destroyed, and Earthing Rod, minus 100% miscast chance. I can do without that for the most part. Right. He doesn't have an assassin with him. He's level 17. Need to watch his level, because, yeah, Skrulk is level 21. You're now level 17. Need to watch you, make sure you don't get out of control. And there we are, Winds of Magic Power Reserve plus 15 for you, marvellous. Just slowly working towards Arcane Conduit, because that seems pretty darn good. Yeah, increased power reserves, increased power recharge rate. That seems like a useful sort of thing to have. Just in flipping case, I'm going to have you starting to move north. We'll put you into March mode. You can get into Subatan this turn. That's really convenient, because then you'll heal even flipping faster. 20 out of 20. Yeah, lovely. Healing super fast there. Nice. So he's now moving north. Skrulk's moving back towards Oixel in case any more reinforcement armies, or sorry, intervention forces actually show up, and also can retrain at the same time. You're staying there to deal with the follow-up forces from the Elves and Chaos. They'll probably be rocking up any minute now. And then you can basically just stay right here and... don't want to give you anything else. You know what? Just in case they do rock up, some nice cheap Night Runner slings and Night Runners themselves. I mean, they can fight. They can fight. And if we outnumber them, we'd be alright. Yeah, go on then. Just a handful of extra slings and also just a handful of basic Night Runners too. Like, enough Night Runners and enough slings, just because so much of the Chaos Army's got basically no armor, it'll be enough to hold them off. And later, we can basically send you back for retraining back in the actual mainland. Now, we got a whole bunch of money to spend here. Let's get you up to... No, not you. You up to level 3, please, just to make sure this place is safe from any further incursions. Altar of the Horned Rat is very close by to actually getting up to level 4. Then I can build a new scrap pit and whatever, because I'm worried about, especially when the actual nave is done around here, sorry, the Plague Abbey is done in Oixel, that's going to have a knock-on effect to more corruption over in Marks of the Old Ones. This place is fine, it's 100% fine. There's so many flipping buildings related to Untainted, we're okay. So that place would be 100% fine. Yes, and as I was discussing in a previous part, Chipper Yottle, I'm going to give those guys a new construction cavern, so we can just basically get up to constructing more stuff down south and also having more Warlock engineers. That strikes me as a good thing to do. Also, with the food situation as it is, and the southern Great Jungle over here looking like it's in pretty good shape, all things considered, yeah, right now they've got 39% actual Untainted. I'm going to move them over into, and yeah, public order's great. I'm going to move them into exploitative planning. We need more exploitative planning. These guys are already in exploitative planning, but yeah, we just need to keep the food situation under control just for the time being. Who hasn't moved yet? Ah, Chant! Chant hasn't moved. Good old Chant, just basically having a wander around, figuring out what's going on in the world. Beautiful. Just having a look around. Ooh, the Pools of Despair. I'm sure that's a lovely place. I mean, part of this is if he can just basically find, like, you know, some bit of trash around here with some pastures, he probably won't. That looks distinctly like desert. There's probably not pastures in the desert. But if he does find any more pastures, that'd be really convenient. Right, what's coming up next? Anyone else feel like throwing intervention forces at me? And the answer is no, but... No, not Lord Mazdamunti himself. Gator, however, is coming in and has just flipping sunk Morathi. So Morathi's wounded for a few turns. Blimey, I don't know what Morathi even wanted, but she was doing something. Right, back over to Krokgar, who's just wandering around and basically wins or chases off in every battle that he actually fights. It's just he can't keep on top of all the many, many armies of Queek. So, due respect to Queek, he's fighting like a rat. Now, what about these lads? Ah! Right. Tor Elisor, the other forces of the Bloody Elves, are actually coming in... what looks like towards Chipper Yottle. Well, thankfully, Chipper Yottle is extremely well guarded, so we can hold out until reinforcements make it over there. Now, Moon Lizards. What are you guys doing? Because sooner or later, we're turning on you. One agent just basically continuing to attack Clan Skyer. That's fine. Other than that, no major move from you. Fine. And now we just move over to the factions, who are just over on that side of the map, and I don't really know what they're doing or why. But screw it, they don't seem to be trying to assassinate me, so I like them. Ah, Followers of Chaos. Here's the bit that affects me. Are you just going to burn Chakra to the ground? Yeah, unsurprisingly you are. You know what? I can probably do a little bit of damage to you, because you can't heal health right now. And if I'm lucky, I might be able to take out your Hell Cannon. That'd be a good result, actually. Yeah, I might be able to use these here Night Runners to get around the back of your Hell Cannon. Ooh, you've got a good quality leader, by the way. Yeah, you know what? Might be able to do more damage than the auto-resolve would say. Especially as these guys have now got, yeah, basically no indirect fire whatsoever, with the exception of these Marauder Horsemen and the Hell Cannon itself. So they're going to struggle against 2 units of Night Runners. Any chance I can use some... Ah, there's a whole bunch of forest here. Forest I can hide in? No. Sadly, not forest for hiding in. That's forest for hiding in, though. Alright, good. Good. Right, you guys... stay right over there, and you lot just basically draw up right flipping here, because you may as flipping well, and if they start coming towards me, actually, hang on, what's the range on that thing? I'm in range of that thing, okay. I need to not be in range of that thing. We just come over to here, so we've also got, ooh, we've got a lovely, lovely ruined building here. I guess this is the ruins of the city I took over and burnt to the ground because I'm just building in the underway. Right, actually, no, we don't want to be over there because that will draw them towards my Night Runners. I want you guys to just be right here. Start the battle. Now, those guys are hidden. I want you guys to not fire at will, not be on skirmish mode. Obey my instructions. They come at me. There's a Chaos Chariot there. There's a Hell Cannon there. If they basically just want to charge at me... as quickly as possible. Hang on, just... Ooh. Right, they're not sending anything but the Missile Cavalry. Well, that's interesting. Okay. Well, I can take that out. Sure, why not? I can totally take that out. These guys, you don't have shields, unfortunately, so you're going to take a fair bit of damage. Let's just see if we can just basically start surrounding them a little bit. And now that, unfortunately, means I have exposed my Night Runners. But, and now they're shooting at my Night Runners. Hopefully they'll miss. Nope, they killed one of them. Right, speeded up. Bare minimum, we can basically take out these guys. Oh, yeah. We can take out you guys. That's fine. So basically just get on top of these guys and then provide some supporting fire. Missile cavalry is not meant to fight one-on-one. These guys will break pretty darn quickly. Yeah, they're losing strength very, very fast indeed. And in comes the swarm. They're wavering. Damage has been sustained. They're broken. Alright, good. So we chased you guys off. That's nice. That's very, very nice indeed. Save your actual shots now. I need you to get over here. What's coming up next? If they want to come literally one at a time, we do at least have, like, a bit of a chance of doing some damage to them. Now, what else do we have here? They have now managed to rally, but they seem to have rallied straight into my Skaven slaves. So my Skaven slaves are not great, but they'll be able to... No, they're refusing to melee. Right, you know what? Fire at will. Get some more flipping shots at these bastards. And there you go. Once again broken there. Do not waste your shots other than that, though. Right. Get over here. We got 2 points of... Well, we just happen to have 2 flipping rounds of Menace Below. Get in there, get in there, get in there, get in there, get in there. Kill the cannon, kill the cannon, kill the cannon. There we flipping go. There we go. Get in there. In comes a flipping chariot, though. Oh, they're not going to like that. They're not going to like that one flipping bit. And also, who's coming over here? That is Chaos Warriors. You're the lads with actual armor, aren't you? Yeah, you're the lads with armor. If I need my Night Runners to do anything, my Night Runners need to be attacking... Will you stop showing up? Seriously? You stupid... There you go. They're finally shattered. Right, guys. Get out of there. Do not fire at will. I need you to basically just stay away from the Chaos Warriors because you can't hurt them. You can't do a thing. What's going on over here? There's Chaos Warhounds have actually... Okay, once again managed to stupidly expose themselves. So let's just get them surrounded and into the back of them. So that's the Chaos Warhounds finished off. Okay, we're going to lose this battle, but we're going to lose this battle having done quite a bit of good stuff. Oh dear. Right, they've sent the chariots... may as well just start basically pelting at the chariots there. We're going to lose once again, but screw it. And what's going on here? Now the chariot's not there to support. Now with no chariot, screw it. Let's just get over here and start getting on top of you. Because without chariots to chase these guys off, we got half a chance. We might be able to do some damage to this guy. At least a little bit. We're out of Menace Belows, though. Right, we need this guy to basically just head over here. Stay away from the chariots as far as possible. We have done some damage to the chariots. Those are great weapon guys. Are you actually the... Ooh, you've got very little in the way of armor. We can actually damage you. You've got no armor and no shields. Okay. This'll work. You guys just keep running. Keep flipping running. Keep flipping running. And how is the Hell Cannon? No, the old Menace Below trick does not work anywhere near as well as it used to, sadly. You're the Halberd lads. You guys get up here. How are we doing over here, by the way? You guys have managed to rejoin up with these guys. All of you guys, just reunite somewhere sensible, please. And you and all of you, just reunite over there. Thank you. How are the Night Runners doing? The Night Runners are doing something, but those are the Halberd lads, so it's not going to do that much good work. Avoid. Where are the other Halberd lads? You guys need to basically just keep running. You're not supposed to be fighting. You're supposed to be. Do you have any ammo left at all? Move out of melee mode. Target these lads. Get out. Squeeze between these two if you can. Just squeeze in between these two. Come on. There we go. Just hold it. Now I want you to go for these lads. Right, now I've told you to do that. Yep, there we go. Now keep going for these lads. Now I'm just going to turn skirmish mode on again. And hopefully they'll now obey. But this is their target. Yep. Beautiful. These guys are still weirdly with us. Oh no, it's just mysteriously the things over there. Okay. Skirmish mode back off again because now you're getting too far away to actually do what I want you to do. I've only had one more Menace Below. Come on. Go for them. Now, skirmish mode back on just to stay away. These guys are dangerous. I just need to keep looping. Just keep dancing. Where are you guys? Start moving over in this direction. You might be able to do something. Right, and now... Oh, they're out of ammo! Darn it. Darn it all, we were really close. Where's the chariot, by the way? Is the chariot just naffed off? I don't know where the chariot is. Is that it coming back over there? No, that's not coming back over there. I think you guys are fast enough to potentially... You just shot your own guys in the back there. Beautiful. I think you guys are fast enough to basically skirt around the forces of chaos and get on top of the cannon before anything else can. Okay, just avoid. Now, just basically get on top of here. Sacrifice your lives in order to take out this thing. Oh, yeah. 42. Finish it. 6. Last one. Hell cannon has been... Come on, eliminated. Boom. As far as I'm concerned, that's a flipping victory. You guys, by the way, skirmish and all of that. Yes, skirmish and just toss some more stuff into there. These guys are still basically functional. This is ridiculous. I mean, as I say, we're losing, but we're losing with honour, damn it. We're losing with so much flipping honour here. We've actually managed to take out... Hang on, enemy troops... Yeah, we've taken out like a quarter of their entire army when they were vastly superior to us. This is perfect. Right, you guys, just start looping around the outside. Screw it. Where do we throw our strength now? Where do we throw our strength where we can actually do some damage? Well, we've got these guys at the front, Chaos Marauders, who have got basically nothing in the way of... Yeah, screw it. Go. Right into this front line here. These are the guys with no armour. May as well. We won't be able to do much, but we're able to do flipping something at least. So, yeah, these guys will do. These guys have got 10 armor right there. You guys round the back are here. We won't win once again with these guys. Oh, no, these are the guys with 100 armor. They have rather cleverly pulled their unarmored guys back. Oh, well. Not much we can do about that. There's nothing we can do to get hold of the Chaos Marauders. I mean, we can basically... We might be able to get over to here. Your halberds as well. Oh well, never mind, this is the end, but we fought valiantly, damn it. Yeah, their morale's collapsing and they'll break momentarily, it's fine. You can call that a decisive defeat all you flipping want, alright? I've eliminated their artillery, I've eliminated the closest thing they've got to cavalry, and I've eliminated the, well, I've come close to eliminating the only thing they've really got in the way of ranged units. So I'd say that's a victory for a fight we were guaranteed to lose. Now what are they going to do? Unsurprisingly, they're going to reduce it to ruins. So we need to basically go and recolonize that. That's fine. What's their next target? And I've got an assassin nearby who can start weakening them even further. And Warband of the Crow. Okay, I'm going to guess that you lads are like the other forces of chaos. Probably going for Chuppyotl. Fine. Right, if these guys are very likely heading towards Chuppyotl, that's a mage high. And that is some... Ooh. What the heck are you sending? Right, you're sending a really big number of wizards. First it was all the dragons, now it's all the flipping wizards. Well, that's okay. I'm going to start this guy moving north. If they just basically sweep in and take Citadel of Dusk at this point, unfortunate but unavoidable. Chuppyotl, what can we do to help you guys out? Probably, let's get you guys up to... that's quite expensive. That's really quite expensive. Are you already on... You're already on flipping expansionist planning. That's already with a flipping discount. Right, now, Scrolky Scrolk, you just basically take a little bit of a shortcut over to here. Lovely, and next turn you can get yourself over to... Yeah, round this sort of area, fine. Then you'll be very close by to Subatan. I think the Chamber of Visions is pretty secure. I see no sign of any trouble coming in that direction. And if there is... There's a decent enough garrison here to hold off for the time being, including we've actually got a Hell Pit Abomination in this city, so that'd be kind of fun to see in action anyway. Now, Abskid is doing decent work here. Question is whether we want to move him into a position to defend Quetzar, which is probably the more vulnerable position right now, yes. And don't forget Skrik over here. Skrik can... Hang on, can we see you now? Right, you've actually got the... You've now got the better army, haven't you? You've got yourselves... Ooh, Poisoned Warhounds together with Chaos Spawn. You've still got a Hell Cannon. Yeah. We should spend some money dealing with that. 65% chance to succeed about assaulting those units. So get in there, do that, and that's a success. Well flipping done. Together with Stealthy Scourge. Beautiful. So 15% additional casualties inflicted. So that is... Yeah. You know what? You've just done some... That's really nice. That's a nice big impact for an actual army that can't heal itself. As far as I can tell, basically has no way to heal itself. So that works. That flipping works for me. Right. With that in place, and with the assassin floating around, Abskip, I'm going to move you into March, and we're moving over to Quetzal to potentially try and see if we can actually defend Quetzal. Because logically, that's their next destination. They're heading towards the ritual site, sure, but... Well, actually, unless they cut through here, if they were to go this route, cutting via Quetax, that could be a route they'd take if they want to go to the Chamber of Visions. If they want to go down towards Oixel, however, they pretty much have to go via Itza and Quetzal right there. Speaking of Itza, what does that need at the moment? That's already producing 1,435. That's amazing. Yeah, probably just keep that place being upgraded, because that's a really good place to upgrade. Now, you're healing nice and fast still. Anything else we could... No, there's literally no flipping... Oh, no, there are. It's just that this is in March, so we can't recruit at all. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. Axotl, how are you doing, by the way? Let's get you up to level 2 in the old scrap heap. Ah, and Ultra the Horde Rat's finally flipping ready. So know what we're doing here. One, we want... that's already done, that's fine. One, we want another rubbish pit, just to keep flipping corruption under control here. And I would just throw down a Rattling Warrant just for the sake of an extra 80 being boosted by the Piston House, etc. But that's additional corruption. And corruption here is a real flipping problem. I need to stop corruption causing public order issues. Or I just accept the public order issues and actually have two flipping... We could just have a second flipping one of the actual Taskmaster's platforms. I mean, that's +4, but another Skaven corruption up. That basically just says, you know what, I accept the Skaven corruption here, I just don't flipping care. Which is arguably the more sensible way to take it right now, because... But then, do I want a second rubbish pit? I mean, that rubbish pit is already worth... That's only... That's +3. There's another +3. So that's +6 right there. Even the flipping alarmed tunnels give additional Skaven corruption. As do all military buildings. Yeah, pretty much everything produces Skaven corruption, actually, so... Alright, fine. You know what? We'll go for a Rattling Warrant just to get this place growing a bit faster. We will trust in a Taskmaster's platform plus double rubbish pits to keep that place under control. As for Arkling, however, he can start going north too, actually. He may as well go and, yeah, be in a position to start worrying about the Moon Lizards. Taking that ritual resource site off them is definitely a decent long-term goal. And Skrolk is heading back to Oixel to reinforce that area. Scalpite's heading north as well. I think we're safe for you to just basically march straight up to Axotl and then just keep you moving north via Itza. Ah, one thing I can't help but notice, by the way, is the Doom Engineer's back. The Doom Engineer's back, you say? Well, let's just get some money for that quickly. I feel like, you know what, maybe we don't need, like, you know, Rattling Warrants 3 or whatever. Yeah, okay, the rights. The Doom Engineer might be just what we need to help soften up the flipping forces up north with the Moon Lizards. Yeah, that could be flipping perfect, in fact. I mean, the alternative is the loyalty, diplomatic relations. I don't need this right now. This is under control. Perform the right. Let's get a Doom Engineer coming in here. Absolutely. Ooh, Pestilost. That's a good name. You, my good man, are heading north. Because this big old city up here, this big flipping old city... Wait, what are you... Why are you there? Wait, what? No, hang the flip on. I thought you were supposed to start at the capital. That's your... Yeah, there you are. So, I want you to go this sort of a direct... He'll get it sooner or later. He'll figure it out sooner or flipping later. Alright, fine. It's all okay. Right, time to see where the forces of chaos up here and these guys down here. Actually, just double check. You're a force of chaos, right? Yeah, you're a force of chaos, just a slightly different force of chaos. Fine, you're the Warband of the Crow. You're still very, very chaosy. And I think possibly both of you are basically racing to get to Chupayotl. Alright, fine. If that's what you want to do, I guess I won't stop you. I mean, can I make it there next turn? No, I can't. So what I should probably do is I should put myself into march mode right now, because then next turn I would be able to make it here. And then I could probably march... I could march mode back to Citadel of Dusk, or normal march over to Chupayotl. So wherever you guys are going, I can get there. So that's probably the better position. And if we lose the Citadel of Dusk again, screw it, we just have to deal with it. No more intervention armies coming in there. Very, very nice indeed. Krotgard takes Serpent Coast back off Queek. The war down there continues. Ah, yes. Tor Lasor, the civilization of wizards and dragons. Looks like they are indeed, yep, heading... Okay, they're heading really north. Like, they're actually ignoring Chupayotl. Ooh, I wonder if they're going to the Star Place. And hello, me and you like each other. By any chance would you like to be, like, totally friends? Oh, you just want to trade for now. Oh, that's fine. I'm willing to trade with you for now. Though, yeah, apparently there's some Dark Elves up north that are willing to just trade with for money. Maybe I could be friends with one of them and actually get some eyes on the ground in that part of the world. If I could see what was going on in Naggaroth, that would probably be quite useful. Because one day I might want to go and actually stage a bit of an intervention against Malekith. Ah, and Clan Skyer... Please don't actually take Kotek in the end. Just, like, burn it to the ground or ransack it. That's fine. Please don't take it. I want it. It's got pastures. I'm not sure why you don't want it. It's got pastures. Probably because you don't care about the food mechanic. Because you don't actually have to work with it. And back over to the followers of Chaos for the final little moment here. Now, where are you guys going? Shaka, you've already burnt. You are indeed going for Quetzal. Fine. I made the right decision there. And what about you guys? You guys are also... Ah! If you're in March mode, you've got no choice but to fight me and you've split up. Right, one of you potentially trying to loop round towards Itza or Quetax or something. The other one not so much. Now, what about you? Are you presumably heading towards Chupayotl? Though, I'm guessing... Yeah, you must be heading towards Chupayotl. And then, ooh, apparently there's more warband of the crow over there. Okay, apparently that's where they live. They just live up there. Ooh, and I've got monstrous abominations done in Technology 2. Marvellous. Because here's the thing I also need to be thinking about right now, which is, sure, if I wasn't currently doing the second ritual, I could do the third. I'm already past that level. However, Lothern and Naggarond are actually significantly further along than I thought they were. I thought Lothern was Mars Bad. I assume what they did was they were just hanging around not starting their second ritual too for some reason. Because they were hanging around miles behind, but now they seem to be almost to my level. So, I need to start thinking about, at some point, intervening with, yeah, Malekith over here, and Lothern owns a lot of territory right now. They've confederated at least twice, possibly 3 times, so I think they pretty much own the vast majority of Ulthuan. Like, we know for a fact they own this territory way up here. They've confederated with the, what were they called? The E-Priest guys, who are over on this side. They confederated with some guys over here. They definitely own this gate, because that was one of the gates that the ritual was coming off last time they did it. They own the Shrine of Asurin, so they've probably knocked Safari out of the game entirely by this point. Yeah, they probably own all or close to all of Ulthuan, which means they're probably one of the biggest empires in the world. Though speaking of which, if I just have a chat with them, because I have actually had a chat with them, yeah, the game actually reckons they're stronger than me. Come out of that, they own 21 territories. If they decide to invest... that could be a problem. Right now, apparently the game is pretty much between me and the High Elves. Though Malekith, though he's a lot weaker, and can we actually speak to Malekith? Have we ever actually run into Malekith? Hang on, where are the flipping Dark Elves? Yeah, he owns 16 territories. He owns 16 territories and is the 3rd strongest in the world. So for the most part, the game's probably just been unfairly cheating on these guys' behalf to make sure they stay in the game. But, actually, if you actually have any, like, nice ports or anything, could we trade with each other? A nice trade agreement, yeah.
Very well.
There we go. Malekith is up for trade. And how about... Ooh. I don't want a military alliance with him, because at one point I'm going to want to go to war with him. But also, who are you friends with? They're not at war or friends with Marathi. Cult of Pleasure just not showing up there. Okay, that's fine. Back out of that for the time being. But while we're actually looking at this, yeah. Cult of Pleasure.
Listen, but I must.
You are at war with these guys, and I've got no real interest in you actually... Ah, but you don't like me. And apparently you've got no ports that can trade with mine anyway. Fine, okay. Yeah, I don't see anyone else I'd logically trade with, to be honest. I mean, I suppose I could trade with the New World colonies, but they do hate me, so they probably won't accept. Yeah, we're probably trading with everyone we can do at this point. Though, yeah, the extra money for a Malekith will be welcome. And Skrolk returns to more familiar territory. We can get him down to Subatan and begin the retraining momentarily. And in fact, yeah, in 3 turns, Plague Abbey will be ready. So that might be just perfect for you to have a couple of Censer Bearers. Very, very good indeed. And then we've got, yeah, situation's looking okay. Arkling just basically keeps heading north. We can just have him squat in Itza just for the time being. Abskit here, I think, is strong enough to basically go and take out at least one of these armies immediately, especially with a bit of extra support from one of the assassins. Speaking of which, you're up first, aren't you? So, yep, 65% chance to succeed. Get over there, come on, and sadly failure, but it's still enough to push him up into the next level, so it wasn't entirely wasted. And go on, just in case we embed him at some point, let's just get precise maxed up, because it would be nice to get into the advanced abilities over here. Ooh, especially as I can get into Bloody Blade for just weapon strength plus 10%. Let's just make this guy as strong as possible in a straight-up fight. Still, this force was already weakened once. They're standing in my territory. Food is plentiful. I think we're under control here, especially with, yeah, you must be coming to Choppyotl. So time for you, if you can't, to basically just come over here. Yeah, guard Choppyotl. That's got to be where this guy's going. It looks like he's heading exactly in this direction. So, reinforce over here, heal up a little bit further. These guys, clear them out. Where are you going? That's the concern. That's the real concern. I just wanted to know what was in the army, to be honest. I didn't actually want to diplomacy you. More flipping dragons. Flipping wizards times crazy. Possibly, they're heading north towards the Star Tower, because it used to be an elven colony. So maybe they consider that important. But, if that's where they are heading... momentarily, we will actually have a decent garrison there. We've got an okay garrison there right now, and we're going to have a better one there pretty darn soon. So if that's where they're heading, we'll be alright. We need to keep an eye on those guys, though. I don't like the fact that we don't know what their destination is. Still, I would say that is enough for now, ladies and gentlemen, but... next time, we need to figure out where these guys are going. We need to fight off another army of chaos, and indeed potentially wipe out the forces of chaos entirely, thus pretty much securing the second ritual for us. Very, very good indeed, though. Third ritual is coming along sooner rather than later. And then after that, well, we've got a bunch of good armies moving north soon. Skrulk needs to be retrained. 2 good armies moving north, and as they move north, I would say that, yep, the Moon Lizards are going to be in trouble, and their ritual resource site, if I'm very lucky, will fall into my hands, together with some more pastures over here. We'll have to see. And as for Scalpite, well, depending on what he needs to do over the next few turns... I've got an idea for him. We'll see whether it's a good idea or not. I'm not 100% sure. Still, that is coming very, very soon indeed, ladies and gentlemen. But in the meantime, I've been John. This has been many a true nerd. This has been Total War Warhammer 2. Thank you very much, and goodbye. This is the face of death, okay? This is what my sudden death looks like. Do not engage before we arrive. Do not engage. What are you doing? I specifically said don't. Oh, no.
No, John.
Oh, he likes that. The Romans touched me.